A researcher drops a plastic ball into an octopus tank. One octopus pokes it once, loses interest, and drifts away. Another grabs it immediately, jets water at it over and over, and seems to be having what can only be described as fun. Same species, same tank, same ball, completely different animal. And that difference showed up again the next day, and the day after that. So here's the question that sounds obvious until you actually try to answer it. Do animals have personalities, or are we just projecting? For most of the 20th century, the official scientific answer was no. Personality was treated as a human thing, something that required self-awareness and language and a rich inner life that animals, as far as anyone could prove, didn't have. What looked like personality in a pet was assumed to be projection. Owners seeing themselves in their dogs. Cute, but not science. Then researchers started actually testing it, and the tidy assumption fell apart fast. Start with fish. Guppies, when placed in a tank with a new object or a simulated predator, split into two consistent camps. Some approach immediately, investigate, take the risk. Others hang back, wait, let someone else go first. Researchers call this a boldness-shyness spectrum, and it isn't random. Test the same guppy a week later, a month later, and it lands in roughly the same place every time. It isn't mood, it's a trait. Then it gets stranger. Spiders that live in colonies, the social kind that build shared webs, also sort into bold and shy individuals, and their personalities aren't just personal quirks, they're load-bearing. Bold spiders attack prey fast and aggressively. Shy spiders hang back and conserve energy. Colonies need a mix of both to survive. An entire colony of bold spiders burns through resources and collapses. An entire colony of shy ones starves. The group's survival depends on individual personality diversity, the same way a functioning team needs more than one kind of person in it. Hyenas complicate the picture further. Researchers who've spent decades tracking wild spotted hyena clans have found cubs that are consistently bold explorers and cubs that are consistently cautious, measurable from a young age and stable into adulthood. The bold ones investigate new food sources faster. The cautious ones avoid more danger. Neither strategy wins outright. Both persist in the same population, generation after generation, because both work, just in different situations. Birds push it even further into something recognizable. Great tits, a common European songbird, have been studied for a trait researchers call the fast-slow behavioral axis. Fast birds explore new environments aggressively and take more risks. Slow birds are cautious, methodical, slower to try anything new. It maps almost uncomfortably well onto how humans describe extroverts and introverts, except this is a bird deciding how quickly to investigate a new branch. And then there's the animal that seems to break every assumption people have about which species should even qualify. Octopuses have no social life to speak of. They don't live in groups, don't raise their young, don't have anyone to learn behavior from. If personality requires a social environment to develop in, an octopus shouldn't have one at all. But when researchers ran the same individuals through repeated tests, some consistently curious, some consistently withdrawn, the personalities held. An animal with almost none of the social ingredients we assumed personality required, turns out to have one anyway, which forces an uncomfortable conclusion. Personality isn't a byproduct of intelligence or social living or self-awareness. It shows up in fish, in spiders, in birds, in a solitary invertebrate with a brain shaped nothing like ours. What all of these animals share instead is something simpler, a world with genuine trade-offs. Boldness gets you food faster and gets you killed faster. Shyness keeps you alive and keeps you hungry. When neither strategy is clearly better, evolution doesn't pick a winner. It keeps both running side by side, in the same species, sometimes in the same litter. That's probably the actual answer to why personality exists at all, in us included. Not because some animals are simple and some are complex, but because uncertainty rewards variety. A species where every individual made the exact same choice in every situation would be gambling everything on that one choice being correct. A species with a mix of bold and cautious individuals is hedging its bets across generations. So the octopus that grabbed the ball and the octopus that ignored it weren't behaving randomly, and neither one was wrong. They were just running two different bets on the same uncertain world, and the species survives because it's making both.